Hello and welcome back to another Ride 6 video, and today we are here checking out the Bridgestone riding school. Now in my last video I got it pointed out to me that I actually have zero skill at this game and that I'm absolutely terrible. I thought, you know what, they're right, I need to work on it, and the best way to work on it is to go to the school and try and learn something. Obviously I say that in jest. I found that comment pretty funny, to be quite honest, and yeah, I thought it'd be a fun thing to tie into the intro of this video. So the way the rider school works is then there are 3 different sections. We've got Riding Basics, Mugello Masterclass, and Enduro. Now for this video I think I'll just be focusing on the Riding Basics, and it looks like we're going to be at the Red Bull Ring. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So as you can see, I was in fact wrong because we're at the Blue Wave circuit, and as it turns out, every single challenge is at a different track, so it focuses on different corner types. So that's actually a nice little way to approach it, because I was kind of thinking it'd be really basic stuff at the Red Bull Ring, because obviously that was kind of the main track in the game, obviously the one that you do the demo in and the one from the screenshot. But it does seem like actually there's going to be different tracks in this video, which would be quite fun. I mean, the training video, they clipped the curb on the inside there and just lost the front. That's a good sign. So it's my turn to actually give it a go. So we just watched a little video, and like I said, they did clip the apex on the inside a bit too well because they did hit the curb. So let's see what we can do here if we wait half an hour after that says go. The instructor's in front of us apparently, so there you go. I have to watch out for him. So he said brake at this part here. Yeah, and he clipped the curb. There you go. Let's try and beat him. Here we go. Up towards the line. Obviously, it's literally taking a corner, so it's about as easy as it could be. No, I don't want to restart this phase. And there you go. I beat the instructor by an entire second, pretty much. So, considering it was one corner, we did thrash him pretty well. And we've got to do it again by the looks of it. So I don't know about this one now, whether it'll be without the instructor this time potentially. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So that was without the instructor. We now have a target time to try and beat 21.1, which I don't know what we did in the last one. Oh, quicker than that because the instructor did 21.6. And this time I cut the curb as well. Wrong gear out of there. Here we go. Pull towards the line. And yes, we beat the instructor pretty easily. Actually, not as well as we did the first time. I actually did that one a little bit worse, but there you go. We got the gold time. That's all you need to do. So you can actually skip the tutorial video and then try to beat the instructor and just go straight to competing, which, yeah, I think is what we're going to do from now on, because there's no point doing it twice, and I definitely don't need to watch someone do this quite basic stuff. This time we're here at Okayama. It's the rear brake test, so I guess we're going to have to use the rear brake, although I think I'll probably use that regardless of what the challenge said to do. So here we go then. I actually remember this track from Ride 5. I did like an endurance race here, and I seem to remember I ran out of fuel, and I shouldn't have done, because I definitely still had fuel left. There we go. Wow, that's I was gonna say that's a pretty big kind of margin for error there they gave you. Wow, I actually didn't even get the gold time, so we'll do that one again. I mean, I guess I probably wasn't pushing enough. I was a bit too conservative, I suppose. So here we go once again, waiting for ages. It annoys me. That's the thing that annoys me probably the most about this game, is how long you have to actually wait after... oh, don't clip that on the inside. After it says go before you actually can ride away. There we go, did it second try. Only just though, only just by 100th there, so it was pretty close. But there you go, gold on number 2. So let's get on to the next challenge. So this one here, we're at Le Mans, and from the picture it looked like garage there. So yeah, a very tricky corner this one, but I imagine on a bike this slow we should be okay with it. And it's obviously a corner that I know very, very well from the MotoGP games, so not like Okayama where I'm like, I remember playing this about 3 years ago. It's yeah, I've played this track many times, and this corner is the bane of my existence. So I've gone massively wide through it. Actually, you know what? It cut back so much more than I expected. Maybe I'm proving the guy in the comment right. I've not done that one very well, but again, I think that actually was because I'm so used to the MotoGP game. The bike did not come back that quickly. There we go then. Yeah, so where it says brake, you can brake so much later than that, which I guess is the key to getting the good times. This bike turns so tight that you actually almost miss the gates, and there you go. This time we did it by 0.7, so much easier than Okayama. So we actually moved up a level now. We're on to a Triumph Daytona, so we're a few hundred cc's higher than we were previously. So we're back at Blue Wave, 23 seconds, so probably a bit of a longer challenge, a few more corners, because obviously on a faster bike and it's longer than it has been. And oh, doesn't that sound absolutely lovely? Quiet there for a second, just actually hit the bike. Almost failed again. I really do need to be careful. Saying brake when I'm literally on the throttle. There's well, I guess it is an introduction thing. Oh, hang on, we've got cones to stay either side. Yeah, so again, the braking was probably a bit too early there. Let's see what this is. Yeah, we've failed that one pretty massively. We got the bronze time, but we only just beat the instructor, so definitely go for that one again. So the first time I think I did pretty well, because I went in quite deep there. Although maybe that is part of the problem, is that I was going in too deep. I did brake quite early here as well last time, so we'll try and brake a bit deeper into the corner. Yeah, that's better. Here we go. Up towards the line. And there we go. Quite easily done once again. We've got a bit of wet weather here. I mean, it is France, so yeah, that would be to be expected. Tell me about the ABS setting. Okay, well, we'll be turning that off because it was pretty poor when I tried it before. I can't do it on the line, so I'm actually going to have to do it after I've already pulled off, but we've got the long straight here before the hairpin at Magny-Cours, so it's plenty of time. Turn the ABS right down. Well, 19 seconds, most of that's going to be on this straight, I would suspect. Brakes. Oh, I've gone in way too hot. Actually, you know what? We just about pulled it down. Probably what we needed to do. Yep. Very easy there. Another half second on top of the gold time. Wow. It's a little bit on the nose, isn't it? That we've had France where it was raining, and then we've come to England and it's raining even more. It's a little bit on the nose, isn't it, that one? But this time apparently it's traction control, so we will actually have to be careful because the ABS slows you down, whereas actually finding the traction control does help, obviously, especially in the rain, so we'll have to be careful of that one. And of course, this is a track that I know better than any that we've played so far here, Donington Park. Well, maybe Le Mans I do know that one pretty well, but Donington Park overall, probably one of my favourite tracks in the world. So we should get this one straight away. Actually, it's put me on TC0 already, so we've got that. So we go down towards the Melbourne loop. Oh. I've gone in massively hot, I think. Oh, the instructor's high siding. Well, the instructor's beat me, so that is pretty embarrassing. So we'll do that one again. But I didn't really heed my own advice about being careful there. I just absolutely whacked on with the power because I'd gone in deep. I was like, right, I've got to square it off and about sent myself to the moon. Maybe I really do have zero skill. It's all coming out in the wash now. So we'll brake a bit earlier. So I don't think it helps having the ABS on, so I might turn that off as well. Oh! So again, I've kind of set myself to space. We'll see what the time is though. Wow, we're going to beat it pretty easily. Yeah, still 6/10 even with the near trip to low Earth orbit. So here we are at Portimao this time then. Where the track I've done the most laps on this game, obviously courtesy of that very first video. And of course, it's over the rise, over the famous jump, and this is going to be all about using the rear brake, I think, for the anti-wheelie. Now, I must say, to be fair, this does do a good job, because it does show you a lot of the principles. Obviously, I know all of them, really, coming into this. So I've been playing these games for a very long time. If you were new to the game, I feel like it could help you out. I don't think that was probably the best way to counter the wheelie, but it did work. Shifting up to second gear. Yeah, well, this has not been my finest hour, that one. And there we go, up towards the light. No way have I still got away with that. Okay, yeah. So I've still got the gold, even though I was wheeling half the time. But there you go. I guess that is the thing with these challenges, right? Like, it's about the anti-wheelie, but also there are, like, 3 corners, so there's enough time to just make it up with other skills, I guess. But totally not the best. But I do say, you know, I feel like in milestone games, the rear brake doesn't help a massive amount with the wheelies. And I still think that's pretty similar even in this one. even with all the good that it does have, which so far I'm loving this game. And last but not least, we are finally here at the Red Bull Ring, where I thought we were going to be spending the whole video, but of course, just for this final challenge. And it does seem that we've got to do the chicane this time, so it should be a bit of a cakewalk, but I did say that about some of the other ones and then make a bit of a stupid error and mess them up. Obviously, Garage there still plays in my mind a little bit with the... I cut back too much. Always quite funny. So brake nice and deep into the chicane. Here we go, flip the bike over, through the apex, onto the gas, up towards the line, and there you go. Once again, gold achieved. So what have we unlocked then? We've unlocked Ridefest gloves, Ridefest leathers, Ridefest Aprilia bike, and then we've also unlocked now the Mugello Masterclass and the Enduro. So we can actually do both then. I thought we were going to have to just do them all in order, but it looks like we can do both of these. Now, it only took me 20 minutes, like, in total time to get through all of that, and that's with, like, loading screens and everything. So it's probably worth doing this one as well, because there's only 7 on this one, and I now know obviously how it goes, so we'll probably get through them a little bit quicker. Now, Mugello is certainly not my favourite track or my best track. We're also now on a much more powerful bike. We're on the 2008 Fireblade, so it's got a lot more power than both the bikes we've just been on previously, so that is something to watch out for, but I'm sure we'll get used to that one pretty damn quickly. So here we go then. Wait, I was going to say waiting for the lights to go out, but obviously there isn't lights in this game. It's a 3, 2, 1 countdown. I want a little bit more anti-wheelie, turn off the ABS. Here we go, that sense of speed. Note to self, don't look at the heads-up display when you're riding down a straight, because they might put random bollards you have to go round on the straight, which I guess technically is probably the realistic racing line when they're battling the wheelies, but I mean, I was just going straight as an arrow and was just looking at my electronic settings, which I've now got to change again anyway, so almost wasn't even worth doing, but I've provided some interesting entertainment in this video, haven't I? That's for sure. Wow, the instructor's absolutely mincing me at the minute. Oh no, there we go. He's apparently decided to stop using the throttle. We can't have the instructor beat us. That would be pretty embarrassing. But I actually want to come back for the apex. He almost beat me still. And we only got bronze, so yeah, that's fair, because that was pretty poor. That was pretty poor in all areas there. I just wish you could change the electronics on this part here, because you just sat here doing nothing. So it would be definitely a good idea to do. I'll whack up the anti-wheelie, there we go. Especially if I start like that, it's just going to be more beneficial to have the anti-wheelie than not have it. Especially because, like I said, controlling the rear brake doesn't seem to work that well in this game with the wheelies. There we go then, through turn 1. Much better this time, not almost riding outside of the circuit. And there we go, gold medal achieved. So I think this time we're doing Casanova and Cervelli. So it looks like it is just kind of teaching you all the different sectors of Mugello, and then I think the last challenge will be to sort of beat the instructor here. Well, I shouldn't need the brakes too much, so the ABS probably isn't a massive problem here. Here we go, towards the line. Yeah, pretty easy that one. That was no sweat at all. So for this one, it's literally called exiting a turn. So I'm not sure exactly where we're going to be. We Corintaio, looks like, possibly? No, Buccini. We're going down towards Buccini, so there you go. Last corner, which, yeah, I guess it is all about maximising that last corner to get the run onto the straight here at Mugello. We go then through the last corner, waiting for it to come back. It does take a while. On the gas now. Here we go. Get through that gate. We've got a massive gap on the map by the looks of it. And there you go. Another gold medal achieved pretty easily. That's number 3 done. Number 4 now is called manual transmission, and that looks like it's a good chunk of the circuit. So that looks like it's through beyond Etty Chicane all the way to turn 1 again. So this one probably will be a bit easier, because I have found that the ones that are longer give you more corners. You've just got more chance to make up time on the ghosts, so it should be pretty simple. And again, obviously it's a track that we know very well. Through the beyond Etty Chicane. Down towards Buccini. Brake nice and deep for Buccini. Probably a little bit too late, because I actually felt the front lock a little bit there to hit the brakes, which is a nice thing to feel in the milestone game, I must admit. And out of Buccini. Towards the line. Look at the gap we've got on the instructor there. That is a huge gap. We've got 47 seconds to do the whole thing. I think we've got to do turn 1 as well by the looks of it. So we hit the brakes here for turn 1. Can always let them off again. So obviously it's one of the easiest corners to mess up. It's a corner that I get wrong very regularly. And look at this. Yeah, I mean, we destroyed it that time. It's like 1.5 seconds that we beat it by. So probably the easiest one so far, which is pretty much what I thought it would be. So this one said grid start. So I think we're probably going to be in an actual race this time maybe, or pulling off the line. But I mean, we've had to pull off the line in all of them so far. So I don't see how really that's any different. We've all just pulled away from a standing start. There's no skill in doing that in this game because there is no like clutch system in terms of letting it out. So I don't really see how it's different than doing turn 1 again, which we've done like 3 times already. Anyway, I'll stop complaining now and then we'll just get on with it. Although I will say it actually does feel like it's getting a bit more strict. Those gates were definitely closer together than they were on the first time we did turn 1, although we did still do that one pretty easily. 22.2 for the instructor, 21.1 for me, so again, just over a second quicker than the instructor. So for this challenge then, looks like we're going to be on the BMW, which is a bit strange because we're then back on the Honda again for the last one, so I'm not sure why it's making us get used to the BMW for one race and then making us go back to the Honda, but there you go, I suppose. So there we go then. Another massive wheelie. The anti-wheelie is so strong in this game. You see how like the front wheel dove down when I turned it up. We actually haven't got the gates this time, so if anything that's better because that means I can just take the lines I want to. Apparently we're low on fuel, so that's interesting. How low on fuel? 8%. So is it going to want me to... I was going to say it doesn't want me to change the power mode, but I just looked on a card, so we'll just have to not worry too much. I don't know how far we've actually got to go into the lap. Oh, that was a big error. Big. But apparently it's not invalidated it. But definitely costs a lot of time, and I'm on the green again. Lovely stuff. So as soon as I take the gates out, track limits go out the window for me. I've still got a decent lead over the instructor. I've just seen it's like a 1 minute 19, so yeah, it's probably to the line, is it from here now, I would say. I wonder if we're going to run out of fuel because we've got 1% fuel left. Yeah, it's gone into eco mode. So I'm guessing, had I read the... Oh no, I think you're supposed to run out of fuel because look, we're still going to beat the timer anyway. Oh, not quite, by 0.6, which yeah, is fair because that was a poor example of riding, but okay, you are meant to run out of fuel, so that does make sense. Engine mappings and race strategy, but you couldn't change the engine mappings, so what was the point? So we just need to clear up the riding a little bit for this one. We should achieve it pretty easily. It was going pretty well, really, till the current tyre, wasn't it? And then it really went downhill. Arabiata 2, I think I messed up a little bit on the entry, but until then, it was fine. But then it was pretty poor after that, so we can just... Well, again, like I said, 5.6 should be pretty damn easy, to be honest. And this time, at least, I know we're supposed to run out of fuel, so I won't be looking at the fuel gauge, which I think was part of the problem. Boy, really didn't want to turn the Arabiata 2 there. Probably could have downshifted to get a bit more turning. Brake nice and early for Scarperia. Yeah, Scarperia was really where it started to go downhill last time. Then into Corantayo. So it's usually the big Ducati stand there. We play this on the MotoGP game, but obviously all that sort of stuff is gone for ride. Which you kind of would think they might still have it, because I bet there's a Ducati stand there all year round. Oh, big moment out of Biondetti, going all over the curb. Into Buccini. We actually probably want to try and carry as much speed through Buccini as we can, and we're out of fuel now. Oh. Yeah, it actually seems like if you just downshift, it does like absolutely rocket you forward, because look how much we're beating this by. I beat my best by 3 seconds. I think I found a bit of an exploit there. If you just rammed it down the box, it shot you forward again. Because it definitely wasn't 3 seconds better riding. It was better, but it wasn't 3 seconds better. But there you go. That's engine mappings and race strategy complete by banging it down the box and it shooting you forward. So just as I've got used to that lovely BMW, we are back and we're on the Honda once again. This time it is just a full race. We actually have control of everything. We have the setup, we have the tyres. So I'll tell you what, with the setup... Oh, ABS is off. Oh, okay, it's actually set up how I want it, really. So that's good. So we'll get straight into it then. We're actually not last on the grid, notably. But we are P6, so we've got to make a few passes, which is not something I've really had to do yet, because most of my gameplay's been time trial or this, of course. We've got a good start. The AI are ramming into each other. We go down towards turn 1 and we'll just try and break deep and go around the outside of them all, I think. Yep, and that's been the ideal strategy. I tell you what, the Honda feels actually better than the BMW to hit the brakes out. Oh, that felt nice. Whereas the BMW felt like it was more trying to throw me off. So maybe that was to do with the engine braking setting. I'll have to, again, something to have a play about with. As you guys probably know, I don't play around with the setup much. Oh, it's the 3-lapper this one as well. I thought it was just a one-lap race based on the map, so this could be quite dull because we've already got like 2 seconds on them and it's basically like sector 1. What AI level they're on? If they're on adaptive or if it's a percentage setting. So obviously the thing is they've got to make this passable for someone that's just been scraping bronze in all of them. And obviously in the last challenge we just saw that I did it by 3 seconds, the gold time, which was itself like a couple of seconds quicker than the bronze. So for it to be about 5.5 seconds, 6 seconds a lap off the pace, that would be about right for people going for the bronze. It is nice actually to kind of have all the markers removed and all the bollards we've got to go through, and I can actually just sort of ride the bike without thinking about it. I guarantee you that will make me go faster, because always in the MotoGP career modes it was the same as well. When you had to go through the gates and like the practice programs, my lap times were miles off. And here we go at the last corner. We are 23 seconds in front. If you look at the lap times, this bike's good. It's not messing around at all. We're about to have 52 at Mugello on a mid-2000 superbike, so that's pretty good. And yeah, obviously was a pretty dominant one, that one. Like I said, obviously at the sort of beginning of the race, that they've got to be aimed at the bronze level riders, haven't they? So it's going to be relatively easy to beat them. It's 25.9 seconds in the end then, so yeah, that was pretty dominant, I think is fair to say. But at the end of that, then we have unlocked Ridefest boots, Ridefest helmet, and we've actually unlocked the 2008 Fireblade that we're riding, which is nice because that was actually a really nice bike, so I actually would like to use that. But I think that is where we will end it for this video. Obviously, initially I only intended to do, well, this first one here, the riding basics, but they're all like just one corner each, so it was just not going to be a long enough video, I don't think. We will do another part where we've got the Enduro riding school. I think that one will be a bit more fun to do on its own because I'm just going to struggle a lot more with that one, frankly, with it being off-road. So do stick around. If you did enjoy this one, please do like the video and subscribe. And when I do get to the Enduro part of the riding school, you'll see it in your subscription feed. But I hope you do enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.